Hello YouTube. Today I'm showing you a DX7 I recently picked up. And if you're wondering why that sticker's on there, well, it came like that. I checked it out. It's actually like a guy who composes music. I don't know if this belonged to him or a fan of his music put it on there. But yeah, there it is. I don't know if I'm going to leave it on there or remove it or cover it by a different sticker. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, this is the DX7 I'm about to list for sale on reverb.com. Now I'm going to try to sell this at a reasonable rate because it's really kind of beat up and scratched up. And all the keys work great except the 25 button, which controls depth, and the range of the breeze controller. 25 button does not work. Now I will be attempting a repair. Sorry that this is going out of focus. This is my first time using this new camera, so forgive the headaches. But yeah, the 25 button does not work, and the modulation wheel does not work at all. Pitch bend wheel works perfectly. Now, weird thing about the modulation is there's something going on inside with that, because when it comes on, it has the modulation like it's turned on, and you have to go and sometimes disable it, and then you won't hear any modulation noise, but it's like stuck permanently on unless you disable it. I don't know if the wheel came loose or what, but hopefully we can repair this thing. I'm going to attempt a repair, or at least look inside and see, okay, do I want to mess with this, do I not? Because it could just be maybe the contact's dirty on the 25 button and the modulation wheel just might be disconnected. And if that's an easy fix, I mean, whoever buys this will be a lot better off if we can fix that. But everything else, to my knowledge, is working right, except for it kind of sounds odd sometimes. And I'm new to these, so I don't know, but on the normal patches it doesn't really do this as much, but sometimes when you're creating a custom patch, when you change this data entry, it can do weird things to the sound. Like, it'll sound normal at the bottom, and then normal but in a different way at the top, but anywhere in between it sounds insane. I don't know if someone modded that or what's going on with that, but not really, you know, expert at these DX7s. So, of course, what's on everybody's mind is the battery still good? Well, I checked it. Battery control function, it is at 6.2 volts right now. Now, I keep clicking it, and it kind of ranges around 2.5 to 2.6. See, it wants a 2.4. Kind of ranges around there. Usually around 2.6, though. So, yeah, let's hear what this sounds like. Now, I'm sorry again. I'm in the process of building a studio in the backyard, actually, and while that's going on, everything is crammed in my room. Like, I'm just gonna give you a little. It's nasty. It's like but everything right now is crammed into my room. Like, everything. The things are just thrown in here because there's no rooms, because half the house is destroyed, being, you know, renovated and stuff. Like, if you don't even want to see the floor, but it's like covered in cords, so. My mixer and everything is not even at the house anymore. It's away, so it's being stored. So I have no way of directly recording the audio, sadly, but I can give you an approximation with what this camera can pick up. Now, none of the sounds in it that I'm aware of are the factory sounds, but you can obviously restore to factory if you wish. But I'll give a brief demo of some of the songs, some of the sounds in this. Now, I cannot play keyboard to save my life. So, but hopefully that'll change one day. I do have plans for learning. But, I'll give you a little demo of each sound, and, yeah. It will be a separate video, though, for attempting the repair. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so let's do a brief demo. Okay, let's go to memory internal. Now, this is probably my favorite one. So just to get to that one quicker, we're going to do this in reverse. So we'll start with patch 32. Now obviously whatever patch 25 is we cannot hear because that button is disabled. So some secret patch on there might be amazing. So we got bass B1. Okay, let's hear this. That little bit of vibration you hear is this cheap keyboard. I made this for a joke, kind of. It's kind of modified, needs a little bit of repair because it fell apart, but yeah, that's for my dad. It's gonna be funny. But let's get that off there so it quits shaking. So yeah. Pretty run-of-the-mill bass sound. Now I'm sorry I'm trying to record this and play in one hand, and I have no setup in my room. You should see how just destroyed it is. And I wouldn't even be making this video except I'm selling this, and I want whoever buys this to be able to know these things. So yeah, but hopefully sometime within the coming month or 2 or 3 that place will be built and we can have some more professional videos that aren't so crazy like this one's going to be. So let's go ahead and move to our new patch 31. This is Great Bells. Now this is like a modified version of the famous bell preset from the DX7. A little bit, you know, more usable in the sense that it's a newer take on it, and this won't be the overused version, but still, some people might want the original. But like I said, you can always restore to your factory default settings. So let's give this one a go. Sounds like there's a bit of detune in there. Sorry, I'm having to switch hands, and this is kind of complicated, but you know. See, pitch bend works great. I have it on the max setting right now, so you get the biggest range of pitch bending. Pretty interesting. Not one of my favorite kind of sounds. I like the original bell a little bit better, but interesting nonetheless. Let's go to patch 30. This is piano lead. Now a lot of these sounds are actually different versions of the same sound, which we will get to later. This person loves clavs, whoever had this, because there's like 5 different versions of it, but they're pretty good. So alright, piano lead. See how there's that weird bit of detune? It's like a setting that keeps coming on, and sometimes you have to go find that setting and disable it because the mod wheel is a little bit kind of like permanently engaged sometimes, and sometimes it disengages. It's really weird. But yeah, other than that mod wheel issue and the 25 button, there has been no issues with this. So I do plan for this to be the cheapest functioning DX7 For Sale and reverb. So that's my goal. So I must check out what they got, and then we'll make mine cheaper and more worth it. Of course, as you know, I include free music related gifts. Usually will be stuff I make. Sometimes I'll throw in some other things, you know, but just see what you get. Piano lead. Alright, this piano lead. Now let's go to 29. Alright. DX1 lead. So I wonder if that's actually a patch someone had on a DX1. If you don't know what a DX1 is, it's the top of the line DX range. I think there might have been only a few hundred of them made. I'm not sure. But they were the real deal. They were just like the DX5, which is a higher than the DX7. But if you have to research what DX5 has that's different than DX7, I'm not going to go through all that. But what the DX1 adds to that is it actually has real fully weighted keys. What else? And a few other extra functions, but yeah. The DX1 is something really not to be messed with. unless you got a good amount of money, because I think they were 14 grand brand new back in the 80s. So. Like I said, this is kind of a little bit of a pain to. Yeah, so I might just set this down a little bit. Set this down and just go around with the patches. So low, 28. Alright, so I'm running out of memory on this because this is recording at 4K, so it can't do much. So I'm going to set this down now. We're about to go at analog 2, and we're going to do just point you over here. Sorry about all this. And yeah, let's just do some sounds real quick. This is the one I like probably the best on here. Sounds great. But it has that detune in there, like. See if we can. Now our volts are at 2.7. Okay, let's see. Wheel amps off, pitch off. Let's go into our operators. Wait, no. Edit. Operator select. So we are kind of running out of time here. Sorry about that. This recording setup isn't the best by any standards. This is the first analog. I'm going to quickly just go through each one. 24, 23, 22, 21, 'See, it has that serious detune in there, but it's called Metal Expressive. Clav 5. We're getting into the clavs now. Some of the best ones on here, actually. See, how's that bit of detune in the higher ranges? I don't know if that's just a setting that's on here globally or what, but alright, we're running out of time, so 1 minute. Alright. Oh god, here we go. E organ. This is a really weird one. Okay. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. check out that opening up video. Thank you. Okay, so I opened up the thing to check on the battery. Now what's really cool is we can tell this battery's been replaced before, but whoever replaced it put in this awesome clip-in holder. Yes, yes. So when your battery goes bad again, you can easily open this up, unclip that battery, throw in another one, and you are set. Whoever did this, great job. I don't know whose this was, but great. So yeah, that's nothing you're really going to have to worry about. If your battery dies in the future with this thing, buy a new one, clip it right in. Don't even need to nope, it's not even soldered in there anymore, no. You just clip it right in. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Also, it's not as dusty in here as I thought. I think someone really did clean this out before. I really think, oh shoot, it's unfocused. Yeah, sorry, first time using this camera like I said. But yeah, someone did clean this out under here. It's great. I'm not going to open this up and look at that 25 button contact because I'm afraid I don't want to shock the board. And getting the proper setup so I won't send electricity is too much in my current situation. And I can't really, do that. Don't want to risk breaking the whole thing. But if you do want to try to fix the contact on the button for whatever is wrong with it, it's underneath this board right here. So, I did check out the wheel. I still got to screw these screws back in. But I opened this up. Everything was connected fine. So I don't know what's up with the modulation wheel. Why it's not working. There's something else. It could be where it plugs in physically somewhere else is bad. I don't know. Anyone who knows anything about these might be able to help you more than me. I don't really know anything. But this thing is a breeze to open up. 4 screws, top folds right open. So yeah, this is great. It's so weird playing it like this. You're just poor ass modulation wheel won't work. That's nice. So you're wondering why am I getting rid of it? Well, I'm kind of strapped for money right now, and I need some more money, so I'm actually gonna be selling this and a few other things. I have to sell my my little Dave Smith here. Those are some of my cheap Yamaha keyboards. I'm keeping all of those though. The top one, I actually got one of that. Got that for $30 on Craigslist. Pretty cool. She would have took less. She would have took less, but I felt like I was robbing her, so I did not try to haggle her less. So I gave her this full 30. So yeah, there's some other keyboards around this room, but man, it's a mess. Do not want to show you anymore. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. This video is so short, I'm just gonna tack it on to the end of the other video. And the reason I ended it so quickly is it had like this 15-minute limit on 4K videos. I don't know if it's recording right now off the SD card. I think it's recording off the internal memory. I haven't set up the SD card in it yet. But the internal memory only can record like 20 minutes of 4K, 21 minutes of 4K. And the SD card, I don't know how long you can do. And this might actually be on this, I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty cool in here. It's pretty clean. Pretty clean. I mean, it's not perfect. Someone has been in here before and cleaned this out. They really have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, something really crazy I noticed is I read this and this says 1980. Which I thought, okay, that's weird, because these came out in 83, but was that chip made previously in anticipation or something else? I don't know, but Serial number, yeah, by the way, serial number is rubbed off, or I don't know what's wrong. Serial number is gone. There's not even a trace of the serial number. Like, someone purposely got rid of it at one point. Maybe this was stolen a long time ago, or what, who knows. But no serial number. There's always a small chance, very, very small chance it was used as a pre-production model, so it didn't have a serial number, but I highly doubt that. Really highly doubt that. But cool, you can see like some of the functions in here. Like I see the portamento, food controller, all kind of cool stuff. But yeah, everything's really logically laid out and presented in here. So now something crazy. Imagine if someone tried to circuit bend this. Probably someone has, and probably, but you know, that would be something. I wouldn't want to. It's just too good. But so yeah, this board has a little issues. I actually think those detunes might just, whoever made these patches must just love detune. But sometimes I do notice the detunes more than others. It's kind of a weird fluctuation of that detune comes on. Sometimes you turn it off and back on, it's gone. Sometimes it's not. I don't know what's up with that. But it does, each key works, everything works fine except for that 25 button modulation wheel. I don't know what's wrong with that. Of course there are some things are untested, like the breathe controller function, pedal control. All that is untested, so I'm not sure. Cartridge RAM is untested. So yeah. Well, I hope you like this video, and tell me what you think. Should I cover up that picture, that sticker with a different sticker, or leave that sticker just on the front? I want to hear what your thoughts are on that. But I gotta sell this, so yeah, just let me know. I hope you like this, and goodbye until next time. Alright, so we're on part 3 of this video. It's all going to be put together in one video, but alright, so remember how I talked about the detuning issue with the sound? It kind of sounded all detuned. Well, a weird thing I figured out is the pitch wheel, if you put it all the way up or all the way down, that detuning goes away. Let me show you an example. Alright, Yamaha. It's on autofocus, I'm sorry. I'm still new to this camera, so not going on full manual mode yet. But alright, so like, let's do it normally, like volume up. That's a little too loud. Okay. A little too loud still. Hear that weird detuned? It sounds like dirty, like it's dying. I don't know if that's just a glitch, because it kind of has that like that 1970s old retro movie sound. I can't explain it, but you know what I'm talking about if you know. Alright. Now let's try that again, but with the I'm gonna have to set this down because I can't record it and do it with both hands. But now let's try. Now listen, I'm gonna put the pitch bend all the way up. Listen, hear it. Wait, normal. Now let's pitch it all the way up slowly, and you can hear the difference once it gets to the top. You hear it now at the top. It sounds clean, like. I mean, my playing's not good, but still you can tell that. Now let's play that pitch normalized, not all the way up. You see what I mean? I don't know if that's some weird setting with a pitch wheel. Could easily be that. Because I opened it up, I checked it out, everything's wired right. Only thing I can think of is the pitch has some weird setting on it. But watch. But the weird thing is if I pitch it all the way down to the very lowest, it also goes back to normal. Like, let's show you again. Like, alright, now let's pitch it down. All the way down, it sounds fine. it sounds just funky, like, ew. Let's see if we can fix that with the pitch wheel real quick, just to see if this is just something wrong with the... The wheel range says it's 0. Okay. So it's on 0. Alright, let's try, sorry, my room's a mess. Alright, let's try moving that up. Let's say to 50. Let's just say, oh, the range only goes to 8. Wait, never mind, it goes up way higher. I should try that range on 20. Alright, still sounds detuned. Alright, let's put it up all the way. Oh wait, I didn't even check the wheel. Alright, it's on 40 now. It was on 0 earlier. Let's hear it. Now let's do the pitch wheel. Now see if that sounds any different at 0 than it did before. No. Oh, that's the modulation wheel I was affecting. Wow. Ah, there it is, pitch bend. That was what I was looking for, range of pitch bend. Sorry. Alright, it's on 12. And then it goes up to 12. Alright, yeah. Let's put it on 6 if we get any, or 5. Still sounds clean when it's at the top, even on pitch bend of 5. Now let's put on 0. There's the money right there. You hear that? It's clean now. Something's up with the pitch settings. Mod wheel does not work. Pitch wheel has this weird like detune. I don't know if who had this, some weird mod to it. I couldn't see anything when I opened it up. It looked all fine. I don't know, but it could be a weird setting I don't know about. But yeah, when the pitch is just enabled, is just available to be used, it's on anywhere from 1 to 12. It'll have that detune sound when it's off, but as it gets closer to the highest pitch on the top of the pitch wheel, the lowest, the bottom, it loses that. I'm sorry that I can't show you and do it at the same time because I only have one hand. Maybe I could do it with the lowest key. But yeah. But now I disabled the pitch wheel completely where there's no range and there's no detune and you can play it normally. So weird. Like, let's hear another patch. Oh shoot, we gotta go patch mode. Electric organ. Let's hear one that had a lot of the detune in it. You could really tell. There was one that sounded really bad. Here's our E piano. Pitched up is off. Wait. Now let's try that with the pitch wheel enabled. I'm just going to put it to 1 because I think it only needs to just be barely on to affect it. As long as it's turned on, it does it. Alright, put it up 1. It's up 1 and hear that? There's that bit of detune. I know you hear it. It's up up it 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. Okay, I figured out a workaround on this. So, with our data entry slider, we can have it where we have it to 0. Whenever you want to quickly do it, you can slide it to data entry and switch to a higher pitch if you need to, then slide the data entry back down. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if this is a setting with the mod wheels that's all fucked up, or if the wheels themselves have some issues going on, but I try to be transparent with these sales. If there's any issues, I want you to know exactly what you're getting into, because there's nothing worse than, you know, oh, it works, it runs, haha, but then you get it, oh shoot, you know, this key doesn't work, that button didn't work, oh, it just got there like that, he. No, you're getting straightforward, no bullshit from me. So yeah, play clean without the pitch wheel. Now, I don't have a MIDI controller to test this with. I could connect another keyboard and see if I could use the pitch on another keyboard in place of this, if it would work right. That way, if I did that, then I would know if it was just this pitch bend wheel, which I don't think it is, because it works fine. I think there's something up with it. It might be a setting, but I just don't know. I don't know about these keyboards. But yeah, my playing's garbage. But you know, let's go to a patch that's decent. Decent patch here. Like, what's a good decent patch? 27. Come on. Analog 2. See, my fingers are all slipping. I'm kind of playing at this a weird angle because my room is messy as a wreck, but cool sounds on here. Like this analog 2. Clap 4 is pretty cool. Well, let's see if there's any settings I might be able to fix that wheel on. The only thing with the pitch bend is the range and the step. I don't think it'll honestly make a difference, but let's go to step. It's on step 0. Well, I gotta put the range on so you can even tell if it's working. Put that range up to a high number so we can really hear the detune. It's like when the pitch wheel is turned on, it's sending this weird sound at baseline. It's really cool, which will make the synth sound unique, but most people who get a DX7 want it to sound like the DX7. But if you like that weird quirk, all more power to you. But it can be disabled. But then the wheels, you know, obviously are not. enabled. Step. Okay, step's at 0. Let's put that up to like 5. I think it's how fast the wheel, like how many steps it goes at once. 5 would mean like less steps. So let's hear it normal with 5. Ooh. I think we just figured out what happened. I think we figured our issue out. It plays normal now, and I have the wheel enabled. Yo, this is amazing. We figured it out, everybody. We figured it out. It's pretty cool. Now, if I put it at a higher value, like 10, it'll do a lot less steps. Like, just does one change. Just one little pitch up. And then like down at like 5, it does like 3 pitches up. But down at 0, it has all of them, but it has a weird detune. Let's see if at 1, if it'll function normally. No, 1 still has the detune. 2 is the detune, even worse. 3, weird. Okay, at step 4, the sound goes clean. And you can still use the wheel. That's weird. I don't know. Ooh, I like that. That's a circle. That's cool though, like that. Oh no, the detune caught back up with me on 4. Let's go up back to the 5 setting. Okay, at 5 is when it stays stably clean. So, just so when you know you have this keyboard, if you're the one that buys it, go to the, when you're doing the function edits, you want to go to your step. If you ever want to change the settings, but if you have it on step 5, which is the lowest setting you can have it on, but keep the sound clean. I don't know if there's some other weird setting affecting all of this, because I heard these things are notoriously hard to program, so I don't know what's going on under the hood. But I looked under there. I don't know how long ago it was, but I can tell it's at least been cleaned once, because if this thing had never been opened and cleaned before, it would have been really dusty in there, but it wasn't really that bad. It was pretty good, actually. And the battery mount is not soldered on, or soldered, whatever, tomato, but not soldered on the board. A little clip holder is put in there so you can easily replace the battery, which is pretty awesome. Now you're wondering, okay, why do I want to get rid of this so bad? I have so many keyboards and I have no room. And we're going to be doing renovation, and all of this stuff is going to have to be moved out of the house, put in storage or somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, I'm selling a few things. I've had my Dave Smith Mofo Special Edition for sale for a while, but no one really wants those. Because everyone who wants a Mofo wanted the regular size, not the full size one, but the Mofo's for sale. Eventually I'm going to be selling some other keyboards. Not sure which ones yet. Definitely not selling the Korg Poly 800 because it's one of the early models that actually has the no internal battery, which is pretty cool, and it actually uses C batteries as the internal battery. You just mount them in the back, you put them in the back slot, which is pretty cool. Won't be selling that for sure, but I will be selling this DX7. Mofo's already for sale. I'm not going to make a video for that because it's already been for sale for so long, and I just don't want to make a video on that one. I'm not really a fan of that one. I don't know, I just never bonded with the Mofo. Just wasn't for me. It's one of those things people say, oh, I love it, it's amazing, or some people say, oh, it's garbage. It has a good sound, but just the layout and how it works is just not for me. But Yeah, and besides being such a new synth, I really don't have to make a video talking about it because everything on it works perfect. This has issues, that's why I want to make the video and show you things. I'm debating, I don't know, but I actually have a DX7 2 FD. Debating on if I want to keep that or not. I need to play around with it some. I don't even have any room to play with around it. I'm going to have to sell this first before I can even... It's like in a box. I can't even use it because there's no room. You don't understand. Yeah, that's why we're building a separate house in the back for the studio and all that. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And it's not really, it's more of audio than a video. But, you know, that's all that can be done at the moment. There's no room to have it set up great to record. But yeah, great synth. Button 25 does not work. Was going to open it up. I mean, I did open it up, but was going to unscrew it to try to clean it, but I didn't want to risk shocking the board. It's either it's dirty and it won't click, or the button's broken. And I don't know how hard that's to replace, but it wouldn't be impossible. You could probably pay a tech 20 or so bucks to replace that button if he's a friend, you know. But, and you supply him the button. But 25 does not work. Can't get mod wheel to work, even though it's all plugged in fine. Pitch bend wheel is really weird. But so you can't get those clean bends because when you have it in a low enough level to be a clean bend, it gives it that let's just go to it. That sound, which we do not like, do we? Oh. But when we're 5, clean. Pitch bend works, but it only works on 5 and above without distorting the sound, which is really weird. I don't know what is going on with all that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I only got my camera says 1 minute and 20 seconds left until it's out of memory. So yeah, we're gonna just finish that up and yeah. Maybe I can show you some of the patches clean now since I figured out how to make it clean. Alright, but we still have some time left. What's the kind of sound of it? The electric organ is pretty run-of-the-mill. Electric tine is nice. Analog, pretty nice. Brass. Warrant. Warm brass. That's weird. Is that from the detune? Did the detune sneak back in? I don't know. This keyboard, it has a life of its own. If you want a keyboard with a lot of character which is going to do weird things randomly, this is your keyboard. If you want a perfect stock DX7 that works great, this is not for you. But this is probably going to be the cheapest actually working, usable DX7 you can find online. That's my goal. Get something that, you know, a new guy who wants a DX7 can use. I'm a new guy too, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and look forward for you buying stuff from my store, and always keep an eye out on the new stuff I'm posting. So yeah.